Welcome back to Marquee Backstage. I'm your host, Julie Milam. This week's band is rock and roll in its purest state. Get ready as we blur the lines between magic and mystery. This is Opossum Holler. So take us to the beginning. Whose brainchild was Opossum Holler?
Well,
who takes the credit?
I don't know. I vaguely remember. I think it's been several years back, but once upon a time, I went to Clarksville to finish up my degree as a music major. And as I was getting my degree there, I actually started working at this store called Mary's Music. Mary's Music was really close to Austin P, where I was getting my degree, and I started teaching lessons there, honestly. And that's where I met Lloyd.
Yeah, I worked there. I was kind of the guitar guy at that shop, and Matt started teaching lessons there, and we kind of quickly became buddies and had a lot of things in common with music and just all kinds of other things. And yeah, I don't know, one day I was just playing guitar, and Matt was like, "What is that?" And I was like, "Some dumb thing that I wrote." And he was like, "We should start a band." And so we started a band, and we started rehearsing upstairs from that shop, and it was actually an old abandoned Oddfellows lodge. So our stage that we played on was a like the stage where they did whatever sacrificial rituals or whatever they do there. I don't know, odd things, but yeah. So we started rehearsing up there, and we were kind of a two-man band for a while. We kind of hashed out maybe half of our first record up there, and then, we got a show all of a sudden, and I think we had maybe 5 songs, and Matt was buddies with Brad, and I didn't know Brad at the time, but yeah, so he came and joined us, and we kind of started from there and wrote the rest of the record in there, and that was it, and that's how we kind of became a band.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think we had a show like 3 weeks after our first rehearsal.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Were any of you in bands prior to this one?
Well, Matt and I we've been playing together for probably, 10 years previous to Opossum Holler.
For sure, yeah.
And we were kind of closing the chapter on one band, and I was up here, didn't really have anything, like in the pipeline for a new project, and Matt comes at me, "Hey, there's the guitar guy down at Mary's in Clarksville where I'm teaching lessons. We've kind of got a project going. Would you be interested in coming down, checking it out?" So yeah, I kind of showed up, and they played the tunes, and we kind of hashed them out, and we had like maybe 5 songs written, and like the first 2 or 3 practices or something like that. Yeah, and then we played our first show 3 weeks after that. So yeah, everything happened real fast. So we were just off and running pretty quick.
What are you most proud of what you three have created since Opossum Holler began?
I would say that for me personally, with this band and project, you know, the thing that I'm the most proud of is just being able to sit right here with these guys and get up there and play, and just our friendship. That's my proudest thing with this band. Like, we can go do 100 interviews or play wherever, and we have really played some amazing and just had these opportunities to do some incredible things. But doing those incredible things are excellent and what everyone wants in their career, but being able to do it with two people that I love and care about is my biggest accomplishment, and our biggest accomplishment, I believe.
Bro, that was nice, man.
Matt's emotional.
I'm getting all teary-eyed over
Yeah,
here.
well, you know, that's what I do, you know.
And I think that comes with maturity too, to be able to see the true gift in using your talents to play music and share it with the world. But it's, what are you taking home from the gift that you're giving to other people? And that's it. It's the beauty of friendship. It's the bond. It's the brotherhood. It's the time you spend together that makes each of you better.
I just spent so much time and energy and effort into writing music for my entire life. I mean, I've been writing songs since I was 10, 11 years old, and it's a craft that I take incredibly seriously, even though I joke around a lot in songs, and I do a lot of like B-horror movie themed things and just stuff that's fun, but there's a lot of seriousness in it. And to be able to make that music come alive, like, I mean, I could stand here and play the guitar all day really loud and scream my guts out, but like without these two guys, it's not alive.
Right.
You know, these guys make the stuff, they make my creations come to life, you know.
What she knows is not the the emerald sword. Oh, through the swamp she rose. Oh, through the swamp she rose. Crocodiles and crow's teeth on the crimson shore. Oh, through the swamp she rose. Oh, through the swamp she rose. Crocodiles and crow's teeth on the crimson shore. Oh, through the swamp she rose. Oh, through the swamp she rose.
It just seems like all the 3 cylinders of this band are just all firing again, you know. So there's definitely been some trials and tribulations.
Right. We've had successes, we've had tough times, we've had great times.
Right.
You know, it's always been about that balance, though. You know, we've all had our moments throughout our own personal lives that we've had to battle with while still trying to figure out a way to keep at least a percentage of this band together,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like, and I'm not just saying this, but here recently with the way we've been rehearsing and regularly playing again, it might be my favorite version of this band that's ever been, you know, as we've all kind of grown.
The older, wiser version.
The older, wiser version.
Older, fatter, balder,
Fatter,
sober.
way more bald.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get better with age, right? Finer.
Everything gets better with age.
That's right.
Well, milk doesn't,
Well, that's a good point. Good point. All right, I think correct.
unless you
Right,
count
I think.
cheese. All right, so maybe milk gets better with age.
So tell us about the name Opossum Holler.
I still don't know the origin.
I really
of
have no
Opossum Holler.
idea. Yeah.
All right, I'll tell you the. All right.
Everybody's going to learn something.
There's a town called Palmyra, and it's right outside of this other town called Cumberland City, where my father grew up. It's population like 125, like
Okay.
125 people. So, you know, my dad was an avid deer hunter. Like, he was a fisherman. He was an outdoorsman. You know, so growing up, you know, in Tennessee, I kind of, you know, I mean, when you're a kid, like, you dabble in that, you know, and you learn the craft of doing those things. And I did those things when I was a kid. And my dad had this really good friend named Pinky. That's his name. His name's Pinky. And he took me out deer hunting one time. And the place that I was deer hunting was in Palmyra, and it was off of a road called Opossum Holler. And I think I was probably 13, and I had killed a deer. It's my first deer I ever killed. And I'm sorry, PETA people, but I ate it, the whole thing, horns and all. No. But anyway, I had shot this deer, and we went to field dress the deer, and I remember Pinky saying, well, there's this ritual, you know, when you kill your first deer, you have to drink its blood out of this old tin cup that I've got here. So it's this old rusty tin cup, and he handed it to me, and he filled it up with deer blood, and I drank this deer blood out of a tin cup, and I remember thinking how terrible and creepy it was, and it was like an experience in my life that I would never ever forget. And I mean, it's not a good one or a bad one, but it's just kind of gross. Yeah, so I don't know. Our music reminded me of just this kind of weird, spooky thing that had happened to me as a kid, and so that's what I named the band.
Pinky from Palmyra,
From Cumberland City.
inspired
Yeah.
Opossum Holler.
Opossum Holler, yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, that's the origin. It's weird.
Yeah, yeah. So we don't have to drink deer blood, though, right?
Well, yeah, I mean...
13 years later.
The first person, like, anybody that comes to our show and it's their
They
first
gotta
time, they have to drink the deer blood from a tin cup.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Stick